Many of us, regardless of our social status, income, health, or talents, go through life with a defeated mindset because we are too focused on what is wrong with us. I want to talk about focusing on the possibilities, not on the problems. What we focus on, we magnify. We are not changing its actual size. We are simply making it bigger in our own mind. Keeping the right perspective helps us to see situations and issues more clearly and accurately. So today, I will share with you 2 personal strategies that help me shift perspective when I am feeling down. So let's get started. Take a small coin and hold it up close to your eye. It will block the sun. And that coin, even though it is billions of times smaller, but because you have it so close, it distorts your perspective. It looks bigger than the huge sun. Similarly, if you stay focused on your problems, you keep them in your attention, then your problems appear bigger than they actually are. I see that many people are so down on themselves. I'm not so talented. I wish I had a better job, bigger house, more hair, a loving spouse. But when I get to know these people, I can see there is a lot that is right with them. Guys, you may have some things you don't like. We all do. But you cannot go through life feeling wrong on the inside. So stop magnifying what's wrong, what you don't like, and start focusing on what you have. I was talking to a highly accomplished executive in Santa Fe, Arizona. During our session, he shared that he received a negative medical report. This issue was weighing heavily on him. He searched hours on the internet about his illness and found 18 different ways he could die from this condition, 27 other things that could also be wrong with him, and 43 side effects of medication he was given for the treatment of this disease. Guys, I am not minimizing the significance of his situation and his distress. What I'm saying is, do what you need to do for your problem, do your best, but don't dwell on it. The issue will become larger in your mind if you stay focused on it. That's what I told this executive. Guys, we must address the problem, but a shift in perspective is required at a certain point during problem solving. If you keep dwelling on what's wrong with you, what you lack, giving all your attention to it, then your problem will become more distorted. It is like that little coin that's blocking the sun. You will have no energy left to fight the problem. If you change your focus from the problem to the promise, the possibilities, then worry will disappear. You will regain emotional and physical energy required to fight the problem. But how to shift from focusing on the problems to possibilities? How to shift our perspective? Unfortunately, it is not taught in schools or colleges. Guys, only life can teach us this skill. My life has been disrupted since Christmas, December 25th of 2022. My husband and I returned home from our vacation on Christmas night to find that we could no longer live in our beautiful home due to an unfortunate event that had occurred. Long story short, on that freezing December night, we realized that we had no place to call home. A massive shock. We were distraught, confused, disappointed. We had no possessions left except the stuff in our suitcases. It was like we were hit by a Category 5 tornado suddenly while sleeping peacefully. A big financial loss in addition to major disruption in our lives. We spent 2 full days in self-pity. Friends, self-pity is a very uncomfortable place for me. It is an energy sucker, a downward spiral. Third day, I said to my husband, Sanjeev, this is a huge deal right now, but is this the worst that could have happened to us? Would it be a huge deal 30 years from now? No, guys. Although the earth was shaken beneath us, we were still standing. In the big scheme of things, this was not a big deal. Dear friends of ours, Mohan and Chandrika, opened up their home to us for a few days, and later we moved into a condo, thanks to the generosity of other friends, Ritu and Ravi. Focusing on why it happened to us was not going to change anything. We needed every bit of energy to focus on home restoration and reconstruction. And the only way to find that energy was to shift our perspective. And you know what? We did that. Guys, where there is a period, don't put a question mark, because you will never get an answer. It was a done deal for us, so we had to move on. Bottom line, when big things hit you, take a meta view of your life to shift your perspective. Rise to a 30 feet height and look at your problem from above. It will look much smaller. When you go to the rooftop of a skyscraper or climb up to a higher altitude in an airplane, everything on earth looks smaller, very minute. Now, our home renovation is almost over. We are at the tail end. Guess what? We are getting a brand new home, guys. I get to redecorate it and even put a new studio for recording these videos. Frankly speaking, this background is getting a little boring. Don't you agree? Our home was 13-year-old and it was beautiful, but it was getting a little dated and boring. Sanjeev and I are grateful for this opportunity. It's costing us a lot, but this opportunity has allowed us to freshen up our home with new vision and ideas. We made a conscious choice to focus on possibilities rather than problems. We are excited to see how our new home turns out to be. Friends, the practice of gratitude also helps shift our perspective. We have the resources to fight the devil. We have great jobs and good health. So why worry? You know, things began to shift in the right direction when we changed our mental attitude. An awesome construction crew lined up to help us with the rebuilding process. The house is almost done, just tail end of construction. During this time, many friends have helped us to readjust to new life in a condo while our house is being restored. So my thanks to Sandy, Ritu, Ryan, Alex, Andy, Ricardo, Shauna, Mike, Jonathan, Timisha, Kavish, Rati, Vivek. The list goes on and on. Guys, we found many gifts, new friendships, a newly decorated home, a chance to build resilience, and much more that cannot be described in words. I learned to live with only 4 items in my cosmetic bags. A big challenge for me. You know, guys, what I'm saying is that we have learned to live with less. Gratitude is one of the strongest and most transformative states of being. It can help you be at peace in a messy situation. It shifts your attitude from lack to abundance. It allows you to focus on the good in your life, which in turn pulls more goodness into your reality. Guys, no matter who you are, where you are, and what your situation is, you can always find something to be grateful for. Magnify what is right about you and not what is wrong. So to shift your mindset, take a meta view of life and practice gratitude. So let me ask you, what do you do to shift the attitude of your mind during tough times? I would love to hear from you. So please share with me in the comment section. Guys, I know that you already have a lot of wisdom, but I'm asking you to bridge the gap between knowing and doing. So every day, put these 2 principles into practice. It will help you live with joy and peace. Guys, you are a masterpiece. You're one of a kind. Take charge and be victorious.